Has there ever been a time, John, and this is now just like a fun fact, where you were talking to a property owner and you said, "No, I will not do that," and they said, "Well, that's a deal breaker." Like, was there ever anything that you ran up against where you were like, "This is not negotiable for me as a course designer"?
Oh, not that I wouldn't do the project, but there was something about it
Mhm.
that I didn't want to do.
Yeah, and
Um,
they said, "No, like that's really like what we want." Like, have you ever had a project that kind of said, "Oh,
I
okay."
I don't think we've ever had a deal breaker like that. We did have one parks director who said, "Please throw over the sidewalk. It's okay. We'll just put the tee a little ways back from the sidewalk." And I said, and he said, "Look, the part of the sidewalk in front of the tee will paint red, and on either side it'll be yellow, and there'll be caution signs for." And I'm like, no. We're not
Huh.
we're not throwing over that sidewalk. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's an old school principle. We don't do it anymore. But um, we
Huh.
found a way to finish the design without doing that.
Good, good.
So yeah, don't think there's ever been a case like that. And knock on wood,
Yeah.
well,
Go ahead, find it
that won't
somewhere.
won't
Now,
ever be the case.
when you take on these projects, is there anyone else, besides your wife D, who helps you design the course that you're designing? One of our questions earlier was, do you have anyone in mind or any people that you would like to collaborate with on a design of a course? Do you do that, or is it mostly you?
Other than Bill Newman, no, and one of the things about my number of 120 courses or whatever it is, those are all solo designs.
That's incredible.
That doesn't count any time that I was pitching in with somebody else. Um, and it's not that I'm opposed to it, but the way I work and the rate of how I work, it's there's a point where what's the expression? Too many chefs spoil the
Too many
broth or
chefs in the kitchen.
something.
Yeah.
Not to say that other people can't have input.
Uh-huh.
And there have been times if I feel like I'm not really sure this is going to work, and I want to have somebody else come out and throw it and test it. Or I'm not sure if I need to move the tee a little further back or a little further up, that kind of thing. I have had people come out and have players come out and help me with that kind of testing, because I don't want to make a mistake and have to correct it later, or wish we had done it differently.
Yeah.
But and who else is going to want to spend 200 to 300 hours in the woods, just hugging trees all day and talking to
I
yourself?
think you'd
Well,
be
I guess.
surprised. I feel like there's a lot of people who would do that. I mean,
What's
we
that?
go out and talk to ourselves
You
when we
talk,
go in the woods.
yeah. Well, you have a special relationship.
Yeah.
No, so
Okay.
yeah, I think yeah, it's I'm not opposed to doing that, and maybe as I get older, I transition into being the Tony Bennett of disc golf and start doing duet albums with all
Yeah.
these other great
Well,
singers as he did. But no, at this point, I know what I want. I'm so focused, and how do I say this in a way that's accurate? And to I've come so far over the last 30 years in just being able to look at woods and see what can happen there. So let me put it this way. If I had to design a course with me 20 years ago, it wouldn't work, because I couldn't teach the old me how to have that vision. It's something that's just come over years and years and
Yep.
years. And I still can get better at it, but I'm a whole lot better at it now than I was 30 years ago. So that vision, to me, is something that really needs to be developed over a long period of time.